Hello and welcome to the second annual Cadaver Dogs podcast episode where we're going to pick our favorite movies of 2022. That is horror, of course. I'm Rob Basercha.
I'm Devin Shepard.
And I'm David B. Jacobs.
And we are Cadaver Dogs. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Well, clearly we are doing a little out of our sorts today.
I'm not. I'm fine. I just rewatched the season 3 finale of Buffy because I've been doing that.
Which one is that? Spoilers, but like which one is that?
It's the mayor.
That's
when they graduate
that's
high
boring
school
season. Yeah.
What? No, that's a great season. What are you talking about? It's one of the best seasons of the show.
Is the freshman year the boring season? It's freshman year.
Freshman year is the boring season.
Yeah.
I never watched Buffy. Anyway, I was watching something called The Nanny.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that. Everyone's talking about it.
Are they?
At least my horror gals on Twitter are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife was like, "Hey, let's watch this," and we were watching it. It's I fell asleep, but it seems competent. It's all in New York, which is cool, and it's an indie. I like that part.
I always miss movies that are made in New York. I feel like I never get to see ones that take place and are made in New York anymore.
Yeah, and Dave and I just saw The Whale last night.
The Whale was so fucking good.
Very good.
Oh, you guys both liked it?
We did.
all 5 of us who went to see it liked it.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about it. I saw it like a week ago.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I want to read more stuff about it because I'm still like just very interested in the representation angle of it all. But yeah, overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, my friend's girlfriend was going on about the representation angle. I didn't see any problems. I thought it was good. But, to each their own.
I mean, I was somewhat on the fence with that. Like, there are definitely moments that I think you can see where they're fetishizing it a little bit, but for the most part, I really don't think it was. I feel like the camera was very sympathetic and empathetic, and it was all about exploring his humanity. And
yeah,
I don't think it was overly fetishizing his condition. Like the plot of the movie is his condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't think so much about fetishizing it. I think it was more so about is it painting it in a grotesque light? And there were a few moments where it kind of was because it's Aronofsky, and I feel like he can't help but do that.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if you weigh 600 pounds, it's pretty gross.
I mean, he had an eating disorder to the point where he literally can't move.
Yeah, don't give away anything to move. Don't go away to movie.
That's not giving anything away. That's
yes,
the literal premise of the movie.
I didn't know that going in. All I knew is that he weighed 600 pounds.
That's the premise of the movie.
Doesn't matter. The only thing I knew going in...
That's the IMDb description.
was that... That's even giving away too much. The only thing I knew going in was that he's 600 pounds and Brendan Fraser's in it. That's it. I didn't know anything else.
Yeah, can we agree the trailer for this was the best trailer ever because it was literally... that was all they said. It was like...
Fuck yeah!
It didn't give any plot point other than, here's who's in it.
That's amazing.
But the best trailer ever is the one for Barbie.
Oh my god, no, the new teaser trailer. No, that's what I'm saying is this was the full trailer though. Like the whale, that was just the trailer. It was like a teaser trailer. That's why it was great.
That's what trailers should be like. They always give away way too much of the movie.
Oh my god, but yeah, I was like screaming, laughing, crying at the Barbie teaser trailer.
It's the greatest thing ever. Have you seen this trailer yet, Rob?
No, I haven't seen it.
Watch it. Watch it when we get off.
It's Margot Robbie, right?
Margot Robbie, yeah.
I'm not big on her.
What?
Nah, I think she's overrated.
It's directed by Gerwig. Watch this trailer. It's the best trailer ever.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably end up seeing the movie, but it like doesn't spark my interest.
It's coming out the same week as Oppenheimer, and I am much more excited for Barbie.
Well, Nolan's been kind of just dud after dud since like what, Batman 2? I don't know. What else good has he done since Batman 2?
Most people would say Inception, but I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with
I
you.
guess Inception came out, but yeah, like Inception was his last like best movie that he did. Anyway, we are talking about new movies, so all of this is actually relevant. We're not just being totally tangential here. But we're gonna kick off this like round robin where we each mention our top 3 favorite horror movies of the year. Starting us off is Dave B. Jacobs. What's your number 3rd favorite movie, horror film of 2022?
Cool. I know you guys are going to heavily disagree with this, but I'm okay with that. My number 3 is Men.
Yep, I heavily disagree with that. You knew yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was so fucking great. For those who don't know, it's the Alex Garland movie with Jesse Buckley in it. Where, man, how would you fucking describe the plot of this movie? She
Uh
goes to a house and she's stalked by a bunch of men who all are played by the same actor, and it's weird and bizarre, and it's just what the fuck is happening in this movie, and it's just utterly odd, and I love every minute of it.
I'm surprised it's your number 3 and not higher on your list. I mean, to be fair, I thought this movie was crap, but I'm glad you liked it, and I do appreciate the insanity of the ending. Like that was
Yes,
crazy. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think we
yes.
can all agree, yeah, some of the effects at the end were pretty rad.
There are some things in this movie that I have never seen in any movie before, and probably never will again, um, unless I rewatch the movie. It's just doing its thing with no restraint whatsoever, and I really really appreciate that. It has wonderful cinematography, wonderful score, wonderful performances. Jessie Buckley is like one of my favorite rising stars right now. She's so good, and the guy in it is, I mean, he plays like 5 or 6 different parts, and he's great in all of them, and so creepy and weird. And it's I like weird. It's a weird movie. It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because it doesn't make sense, but, whatever.
doesn't need to. You get the emotion. That's all that matters.
I actually agree with pretty much everything you said except for getting the emotion. I think that's where it lost me. But I do agree. It had a great score. It had pretty good cinematography. The performances are very good. It was kind of like an Antichrist, but without the interesting part.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
exactly like Antichrist, except good.
And Rob and I were both like, "It's exactly like Antichrist, except worse."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
exactly
Except
like
bad.
Antichrist, except good.
Yeah. No,
And
no.
if you wanna know what we're referencing, please go see our Antichrist episode, which was the most divisive episode we had created.
It is. It is. And yeah. But you know what my number 3 is? And I know, David, you're really going to disagree with this one. It's Bodies, Bodies, Bodies,
Hell
which is
yeah.
the slasher comedy directed by Helena Rajan. Saying that right? And a screenplay by Sarah Delapi, which I said wrong too. It's also got Pete Davidson in it, and he wears all pink, and it's really fun. It makes fun of Gen Z and young people in general. I like it.
Yeah, that one I thought was, like, fresh, but also, like, a very classic story that we all knew so well. I laughed out loud several times in that movie.
Yeah, totally. I thought it was a great time. It was really fun. The acting's surprisingly good, and it's got this really snappy dialogue. It's a
Yeah,
great movie.
and the lighting gags were really cool because they, like, basically lit everything with cell phones.
Did they really?
Yeah, it
Wow.
was like cell phones and glow
Oh
sticks.
yeah, you're right. Well, it was a very good looking movie.
Yeah, I didn't care for it, but I appreciated it. I thought that it had a lot of good things about it that I can respect. I just didn't care for it. I just didn't find it funny.
Fair enough. I mean, comedy is a very subjective thing,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't ring true for you, it doesn't ring true for you. I could see why. I think you're probably a bigger fan of like slashers than I am, and this is a slasher I really liked, so I could see where like it kind of veers off in a different direction than a lot of slashers.
Yeah, I didn't even really think of it as a slasher so much. It kind of felt like murder
Hmm.
mystery to me.
I'm surprised to hear Rob describe it as a slasher because in our previous conversations about what isn't a slasher, this is something that I would consider a slasher, but Rob usually wouldn't. So I'm happy to hear you coming around to my way of thinking.
It's a bunch of young people getting killed off one by one by like a person. That makes it a slasher,
Exactly.
I think.
No spoilers.
What? Yeah, I know I can't spoil that, so I can't
Exactly.
respond.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
disagree.
So, Devin, what's your number 3?
Yeah, my number 3, oh god, this one was hard because like I was telling you guys before, narrowing it down, I had 2 favorites and then everything else kind of tied in third because there were so many different types of horror movies this year. It was hard to, like, compare them to each other.
Yeah.
Um, but I went with one that, I saw at the Nightmares Film Festival, and it's called The Barn 2. This one was really fun. It is a sequel. I have not seen the first one. It is a, like, B horror, like, it's remnant of a B horror from the '80s. It's a period piece that does take place in the '80s, and they just do such a great job. The writer-director, Justin M. Seaman, he does such a good job of capturing exactly what a B horror was like in the '80s and just does it in, like, a hilarious way, and I was laughing so hard. The blood and the effects in this movie were so great. There were so many great horror celebrity, what are they called, cameos. It was just, like, such a fun time. I highly, highly, highly recommend. I think it's, like, finally ending its festival circuit. It was, like, going around for, like, a year. So I don't know where it's gonna end up, but I think it's technically out, but it's so, so, so good.
Well, you heard it from the shepherd's mouth. Neither of us have seen Barn 2. Now I
Yeah,
want to
I
see
have
Barn
not.
2. Look at you throwing culture at us. Indie scene, B horror, sequel we've never heard out, dug up from the graves. Good job, Devin.
I gotta do film festivals this year. It's like the first year in so long.
I wish I had time. Damn. David, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is X.
I'm not surprised.
You should have seen that coming. Come on.
I knew it was going to be on your list.
Yeah.
I wasn't huge on X. I liked it, but I honestly liked it more until people started dying. Then I liked it less.
I understand that actually. It holds up really well in its pre-horror parts. It has good character dynamics, but that's also kind of why I like it so much because it invests you in the characters. I mean, we have a whole episode on this, guys. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a whole
I just
episode.
wish the kills were better. But I will tell you, they had a really good cover of Landslide.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Keeping with the order, my number 2, I really struggled. I'm gonna have to shout out a weird one. I don't even know if you guys have seen it.
Ooh, okay.
Mr. Harrington's Phone on Netflix.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
It's kind
David.
of a coming of age spooky story, but it is a spooky tale. So I'm going to leave it in the horror category because that's what I think. And I really liked it. I liked it a whole lot. It might be my number 1, actually, if I sat down and thought about this for longer. But Mr. Harrington Phone, Stephen King, you can't go wrong. It has that kid from It in it. I forget his name. I should look it up.
This was close to my number 3. I think it's like my number 4. Yeah, I fucking love this movie. It's a tonal film. It's such a beautiful story, but overall I saw it as, like, such a tonal film, and the tone is just so, like, dark and sad, but also, like, true to coming of age. It's very sweet.
So I have to correct myself. It's Mr. Harrigan's Phone. There's no T. I said it wrong.
I kept doing that too.
It's Mr. Harrigan's Phone, not Mr. Harrington. I really liked it. I understand why people wouldn't like it, but that's because they have bad taste. And I'm used to that.
The director's name is John Hancock.
John Lee Hancock. He actually changed it over from John Lee Handjob, but you know.
Oh my
I
god.
see.
Oh my god.
Well, I was more just thinking of the founding father.
Yeah, no, Rob's mind didn't go there.
No, no, no. Hancock's wife actually initially wanted a hyphen in her name with her husband's name, but it just felt really weird being like Hancock dash Footcock.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
There's
You're
also a
terrible.
Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just gone with Hitch
Yeah.
Hancock.
Yeah,
Hancock
so
Hitch?
Hancock got Hitchcocked.
Well, everyone knows the king is two cocks on Reddit.
Oh my god.
Um,
We're
Devin,
spiraling.
what's your number 2? What's
Yeah.
your second favorite horror movie of the year?
All right. This one was hard between the top 2, but I had to go. This one for number 2 is Pearl by Ty West.
It's my number 1.
Yep. So David and I swapped. So I'm just gonna give away my number 1 now is X.
Ah, you said you didn't know
What?
it came out.
I was trying to trick you. Yeah, I feel like in order to, like, choose between 1 and 2, I just had to go with the classic one for my number 1 just because it was the original.
It's fair.
But that monologue in Pearl
Oh
that she
my
gives,
god.
I mean,
It's
it's
fucking
yeah,
amazing.
it's
I'm
worth it up to be
excited
up there.
to vote for her for the Spirit Awards coming up because I get to vote for them, and she's
Yeah,
nominated in that, thankfully, so I get to
as she
vote for
should
her.
be. Like, she's gonna start getting nominated for a lot more things now, right? I hope Brandon Cronenberg's movie really
Yeah,
showcases her talents.
we'll see. She won't be nominated for Oscars, unfortunately, which is
Yeah.
why I vote for her at Spirit Awards because I don't believe in voting for movies that have Oscar nominations.
Mm. So, is the Cronenberg movie Infinity Pool?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that. I saw the trailer yesterday.
yeah.
That looks really dope. I suck. I haven't seen Pearl. I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch it, but I like X kind of was a letdown for me. So I'm like, I've been leaving it on the back burner.
Pearl is a really different movie than X. Like I love them both so much, but they are very, very different. Like, would you even consider Pearl a slasher? I don't know. It's
No.
more of just a character study. It's the closest comparison is the movie May, if you guys have seen that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Or like a Psycho.
Yeah. I mean it's or American Psycho probably more.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've heard it described as the female Joker, but it's much better than Joker.
Oh god, no, please don't. Oh, I hate that. Oh, please
Yeah.
no. I guess it
Yeah.
is an anti-hero, like, origin story, maybe, but not really.
I mean,
But for me,
kind of
like
just a villain origin story.
yeah, villain or yeah, it's straight up villain. For me, though, like, what I loved so much about Pearl was that it did capture so much of the female experience. I think they did a
Mm,
really good job of, like, using this story to tell about what it was like for a woman in those times, which I thought was really interesting. And I mean, Mia Goth got like a co-writer credit on this, so
she did.
yeah, she worked really really close with Ty West and coming up with the story, I'm sure, through this character creation. So it really her female experience shines through this one a lot. So I loved it for that.
I understand that they wrote this while quarantined for COVID. So
Yeah. And she must have been because she was pregnant during the filming, so she must have been pregnant
Oh,
during
really?
writing too. Yeah.
Because they filmed this immediately after X.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. It's the same house. It looks beautiful. Every frame is gorgeous. But yeah, in addition to capturing the female experience, like you said, it's also just a very human experience. It's just like about what it is to be an outsider, kind of. That she knows there's something wrong with her, but she can't quite pin down what. And that's just so compelling to watch. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, no, it makes total sense. I'm just thinking about it because I think like, yes, I agree with that, but you also had a different takeaway in the sense that like I added to that with a female experience, but it's like it's the same takeaway at the same time, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
I don't
Anyway.
Weird.
know. I don't know. I didn't see it. Sounds cool though.
Yeah, Rob's just sitting here like, yeah,
I'm really
okay.
excited to hear your thoughts when you see this movie, Rob. It
I
is
just
Totally.
hope there's
amazing.
more crocodile in it. That's all I'm hoping for.
No
Little bit.
Do
spoilers.
you guys want to hear my number one movie of the year?
Yes, I would very much like to hear your number one movie.
You know what's funny? I actually watched it today. My number one is Resurrection with Tim Roth and Rebecca Hall,
Fuck yeah.
directed and
Oh
written
my
by
god.
Andrew Siemens. It's an IFC film. It's
Fuck
on
yeah.
Shutter. I got to tell you, it was really good. In some ways, it was sort of like Men, but better. I really liked Resurrection.
I'm
Mm,
kinda surprised you like that one so
It
much.
it made my
Yeah.
skin crawl. Like I'd like walk away a few times. I felt like this was a really heavy, creepy movie. I really appreciated the ending. I've never seen a plot line like that. I don't
yeah.
know. That's not true. I've never seen an explanation like that for the plot line. Like what the fuck? I don't know. What the fuck?
This movie was very close to making my list. It's really fucking good. I don't, how do you pitch this movie, Rob? Do you have any idea of how to pitch this? Because I don't know what to how to describe it.
I don't know. Tim Roth go nom nom. Rebecca Hall go ah ah. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a woman who is may or may not be stalked by someone from her past,
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
And stuff happens, or it
and stuff
doesn't
happens.
happen. Maybe.
Which makes for so I was so bored in this movie. I
Were
don't I,
you?
like, I'm one of those people that just, like, did not get this movie. I was
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking bored. And the writing was like ugh, the dialogue, I couldn't stand the exposition and the assistant in the film who was just like, "I'm coming in and gonna give all the exposition. Here's the plot point. Okay, I'm gonna go away now. I have no other purpose in this film. Goodbye."
Yeah.
Who's the assistant?
Or like the intern, the colleague. I don't even know who she was because she wasn't even a developed character.
Yeah.
It's it's a weird movie because it tells you a lot more than it shows, but I also kind of like that. Like it's weird. I don't know.
Well,
So
Sorry, I had
sort
boring.
a
of.
burp.
It doesn't explain things. There's a lot of really graphic stuff that happens within the dialogue that I'm glad they didn't
Yeah,
show because
yeah.
it's a psychological thriller rather than a gore. Although there is a pretty disgusting scene in the beginning. I don't know. I really enjoyed it and it kind of fucked me up. I thought it was a creepy, scary, weird movie, and I appreciate those weirdness.
Wow, we disagree a lot today. Most of the things we've said, there's been someone who is like, "Oh, I didn't like that."
Hmm. Well, that's good.
Except for David and I naming our top 2 Pearl and X, even though they were in
Yeah.
different positions.
Except for
Yeah.
that. But yeah, well, I guess we've both done our number ones already because both of our number ones were in the other's number twos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we banged out the three.
Yeah.
But you know what my actual favorite movie was? I've been holding out. My favorite movie of the year was Halloween Ends.
Wait, really?
Oh, he's fucking with
I'm
us.
fucking with you.
Oh, I was like, "Wait, I'm so confused." I still haven't seen that film. I don't think I will.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as bad as everyone says, but it's pretty bad. It's not
It's
good.
pretty bad.
It's
Yeah,
better
I
than the
figured.
new
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw and the new Hellraiser.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
I like both of those movies.
is. All right.
So yeah, those are definitely better.
Because we have a little bit of time. I don't wanna go too far over, but I'm just curious if you guys are looking forward to any, horror movies in 2023.
Infinity
Mm.
Pool. Really looking
Yeah,
forward to
yeah.
that.
What about the new Evil Dead?
Uh, I don't know anything about it. I'm kind of I rewatched the remake recently, and I'm not. Well, you'll see. There's an episode coming out about it.
Yeah. Scream 6 is coming out.
Yeah, I mean Scream 5 was pretty meh, so
That almost
hopefully
made
Scream
my
6 is
list.
better.
Scream 5. I actually liked it quite a bit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't like that one, but I think, like, for me, Scream 6, like, kinda feels like I don't have any expectations for it, and it kinda just feels like another one in the chain, so it's kinda just, like, time to
Yeah.
have fun with it, you know?
I mean, I am kind of thinking that because Scream 5 was overall well received, that it's probably going to be pretty similar to Scream 5 and
Mm.
not do much better than that,
I think they
probably.
Yeah,
should
it'll be
recast
fun.
everyone. There should be no returning characters. We should get like a bodies type cast of young people.
They did that in the TV show and it was bad.
Well, yeah,
Fair
probably
point.
because it was a TV show that was bad. Probably not
'Cause
because.
it's a TV show slasher.
How do you?
Scream 6 not having Sydney is a big red flag because Scream in Halloween the recurring character is Michael, and if Michael's not in it, then what's going on? But in Scream, the recurring character is Sydney. She's in every Scream movie.
See, I would say it would be like having a nightmare without Heather Longcamp. Wow, I said that wrong. Heather, without having
Yeah,
Nancy.
but they've done
But
that like a lot of times.
yes, exactly. Because they finally got to that point. So we're finally at that point in Scream where they can now just use the world and the character and branch out a little bit and have some fun with it.
But I mean, there is no character. Like Nightmare still has Freddy. Ghostface
right?
isn't a character though. It's different people every time.
That's why you don't need any cast. Ghostface is just a legend now. All you need is
Yeah,
meta
exactly.
humor and Ghostface, and you can have a Scream movie. It doesn't need the rest of the cast. I'd also argue that the
Yeah.
Nightmare movies would have been way better if they just ditched Heather after the first one.
But Dream Warriors and New Nightmare, all the best Nightmare movies are the ones with her in it.
No, dude, the sixth one's the best one.
Ah, see? See? See, this is why I'm excited for Scream
Everyone
6.
hates that one.
Yeah, but that one has Freddy in it. So the equivalent to that would be like if you had a Scream movie with the killer from the first one, who I'm not going to say in case there's that one listener who hasn't seen this movie, you're in for a big treat.
Oh my god.
Right. But like Ghostface wears a mask and he talks with a fake voice. Like you could just have anyone do that. It's kind of like Leatherface. Like you don't need the original actor to do Leatherface or to do Michael Myers. But Freddy Krueger has like lines. He's very, like Robert Englund. needs to
It's
be.
not a different actor that's the problem, it's the different character that's the problem.
Agree to disagree here.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was an awesome episode, guys. I'm glad you had picks. I feel a little gypped that you both picked the same ones.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I know.
There are still lots of movies this year that unfortunately we haven't all seen yet. So it is
Yeah.
potential that come 2023, I will completely change all my picks for this year.
What are the big ones that you haven't seen yet?
I haven't seen Black Phone,
Okay.
obviously Pearl, but something called The Innocents.
Yeah, I
Mm.
need to see that too.
I think there's something called like Hellbound or some shit.
See No Evil, I still haven't seen that I really want to see.
I haven't seen Smile.
Oh, wow, yeah.
My best
Yeah.
friend's Exorcism. I almost watched that today, but I didn't
Oh,
have
that
enough
one's
time.
fun.
I haven't seen Terrifier 2. I want to see Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2, haven't seen that. Hellbender.
Ah, yeah, that
Hellbender.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
Sissy.
Sissy's fun.
I haven't seen Dash Cam is the new one from the host guys, although I heard it was pretty bad.
Ooh.
But I also heard mixed things. So I'm still interested in it. I haven't seen The Cursed.
How about A Wounded Fawn? Have you guys seen that? Was it good?
I saw that.
We're all going to see it
Yes.
soon. You did see it.
Yeah.
Well, we're all going to see it soon.
Yes.
Piggy. I haven't seen Piggy.
Oh, Piggy, I do really want to see. Yeah, The Cursed, I really want to see. Where the fuck is that movie? Why can't I find it?
It's on
Oh
Hulu.
my God.
It's on
Hulu
Hulu.
does such a bad job of showing me the new horror movies. I'm like, that's all I watch on there. Well, and reality television.
Wait, The Sadness is this year?
The Sadness was this year.
Wow.
Hmm.
Rob has a long list. Yeah, I mean, me too. I did a bad job
So-
this year.
No,
I-
Rob saw The Sadness.
I did.
The
I
Sadness
really
was good.
I really liked it. Kind of maybe I should have added that. I don't know. Honorable mentions, guys.
Yeah.
We're there for a reason. Enough babble. It was a great podcast. I'm so glad I got to chat with you guys. I hope you all have a creepy, crawly end of the year. I hope you can watch Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Christmas, and Jack Frost, and maybe some of those scary Grinch ripoff films.
Rare
And
exports.
Black Christmas. I love we're all just saying our favorite Christmas horror movie.
Krampus. Everyone forgets Krampus. Okay, shut us down,
haven't
Rob.
seen it.
Shut us
Krampus
up.
is
I gotta shut it down. This is just a babble. Have a bloody masochistic a new year. If you haven't seen the remake of Wrong Turn, watch that. It's really good. Until next time, dogs,
Peace.
Mutts.
hounds.
Where the dogs? They're the mutts. Please, I'm a star!